And today I'm playing Operation Cobra, which is all about moving out from the D-Day beachheads and breaking out into the clear ground, away from all those nasty hedgerows. Allied player gets 5 cards and gets to move first, and it's going to be the first to 5 medals. The only special unit on the board is this tank unit up here, which has 4 figures rather than the usual 3. Right, so let's get that rule book out of the way. Now let's have a quick look at the board here. So this section down here on the left is just dead ground really. The only thing of interest is these infantry are all sort of pinned into this corner, unable to retreat, but currently can be shot at by the Axis forces over here. So these guys can't move, so moving him forwards pretty quick gives him an option to retreat. Also means he's likely to die very quickly because of the nasty tanks. And talking of tanks, yeah, there's quite a few scenarios that do this, where just like the tanks over there and the tanks here and these tanks, you notice how they're all sort of pinned. There's quite a few scenarios that do that. It gives you tanks and then immediately starts the scenario with them pinned in a particular location. So you have to spend turns trying to clear the way to get them through. All seems rather daft, and I don't know why they did that. Surely tanks would be in the lead on a breakout operation such as this. But there we go. Allied player, 5 cards, so let's start drawing. 2 on the right. 3 on the right. Yeah, I think I see where this is going. Oh, behind enemy lines. Mustn't misuse that like I did last time. I misused it for the Axis forces. Oh, firefight. That's 4. 1 more card. 2 in the middle. So 4 units can open fire. Mustn't be adjacent. 3 on the right, 2 on the right, or 1 can make a super duper move into the background. That's a 6 space move, which could be a really good way to start out. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's not enough, but if he went back to here, he's almost on that medal straight off. You know what? I think I'm going to do that. Because speaking from the Axis point of view, you can see they're in very good defensive terrain. They're mostly within range of each other, giving each other support. So Germans really don't want to be moving much. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play the behind enemy lines, which allows me to move 3, battle with an additional die, and then move 3 more. So if I move these guys 1, 2, 3, I can now battle with an additional die. Now into hedgerows. What does it say here? -1 for infantry to battle in. So this would still be 3 dice to battle them, and I want to battle them as opposed to them, because I'm going through here and these will be the nearest to me. So I'm going to hit these with 3 dice. And 1 and a retreat. That's probably not what I wanted, to be honest. So let's take one of them out. Now they're going to retreat. A sensible position would be to stay in the woods. But I now get to move 3 more spaces. 1, 2, 3. Keep a distance from them. At least that's the plan. So I'm right next to getting that first medal now, and I've done an injury. So a replacement card, close assault. That can go along with the firefight. And this is the first of 5 medals. I'm not sure I mentioned that. So Axis, 2 cards. 1 on the right or 2 on the left. Now 1 on the right. Well, I could follow up that little bit of action over there. Can't really do anything here. As an Axis player, I don't want to move them out of that good cover they're in. So 2 on the left. Now, I mentioned about these guys being bottled up. Well, here we are. They can't retreat. This is a good target. So I'm going to hit it. 1 die from the infantry and the tank. So 1 from them first. 1 die from the infantry. Scoring a hit. And now 3 dice from the tanks. Scoring no hits whatsoever. That is some bad Axis luck. So basically just 1 hit, nothing at all really. So Allied player again. 3 on the right. Well, that could be useful because that means I could get my tanks out and then I can follow it up with the 2 on the right. 4 units can open fire. I'm not really in a good position to get the best benefit out of that. I think I'm going to go with the 3 on the right here because they give me a chance to move 1 of those infantry at least and get those 2 tanks out. So 3 on the right. So first thing is I'm going to use 2 on the tanks. I could potentially move these guys into the woods to help get them out of the way, but that pins these guys. If I move there, they can make an attack, but then there's 2 attacking them. Might be best to move them over there actually and clear way for the tanks a bit. So 1, 2, not battling, but I can move 2 more units. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Now that means both my tanks can attack. Tanks unfortunately get -2 into hedgerows. So although they can both attack, they're only going to get 1. So these guys will attack here first for 1 die. And it's a hit. And these guys, well, they might as well hit the same unit. It'll still only be 1 die though. And that's a miss against infantry. So haven't hit anybody there. But now I've just set up my tanks to die, haven't I? They've got nowhere to retreat. Dolt. Replacement allied card. 1 in each, that's a good one. Right, 2 cards for the Axis. Their finest hour. Or 3 on the right. I think that 3 on the right, it's time to make most use of that. I can attack that 1 at the back and these tanks which I just stupidly set up to die. So 3 on the right will be 1, 2 and 3. So these 3 here. Okay, these guys first against the tanks and it's 3 dice. And 1 hit on the tanks. And these guys can attack along this line, so they'll hit the same tanks. But it'll only be 2 dice this time. And it's got a retreat, and the tanks can't retreat, so that counts as another hit. That was stupid on my part. I should never have done that. I was so desperate to get my tanks out. I've paid the price now. Right, 2 on the right now. Two on the right is... I was talking about following up with 2 on the right, enabling me to move the tanks, but that tank unit's going to die if I don't get it out of the way. But I don't want to move these tanks forward either, because 1, 2, 3, they'd get trapped up there, which is no good. They could come over here, which gives them this shot over here, but that's not so great. From here, they get the advantage... No, they don't. The infantry would hit them with 2 dice. Oh, this tank thing here is a mistake. 2 in the middle. Can I make less of a mistake in the middle? Well, I can move this infantry up, I suppose. Advance them. Have an attack on these guys. Help clear the way for the tanks to come through. At the moment though, the tanks don't have anything to attack, so maybe learning from what I did over here, I should keep the tanks behind the infantry as a support, as like long-range artillery. Or I could do one in each, so I could then try and clear a gap over here, because these guys are in danger. I could just move them over to here. Doesn't give me any advantage, but does allow them to retreat. And they can't attack for a damn, so there's no point doing that. But I do need to move them. I can do a little bit of everything with one in the middle. That's what I'm going to do. Basically, I can't make my mind up. So, one on the left. I'm going to move these guys forward to here, which gives them the chance to retreat. In the middle, I'm going to clear away for the tanks. Move one space. And what to do over here? That one tank on his own he's dead whatever I do. But I need to get him out of the way at the same time. Yeah, okay, so I think he's dead. Alright, let's give him up for dead. But what I can do is fix my mistake. I can move these guys back. They can still attack to here. And these guys, 3-2. So that becomes an even Stevens attack. One dice going each way. But this guy's dead, basically. Right, so over here. 3, 2, 1 die into the town. Miss. This guy into the hedgerows. That'll be 1 die. That's a hit. And I move these guys, so it's these guys, they can't see that one, but they can get 1 die into this hedgerow here. And it's a hit. Okay, replacement card for the Allies. 2 in the middle. So I've got 2 2s in the middle now. Axis player. Counterattack. So that could be a 1 in each. Or, well, look at that. It's going to be 1 in each, isn't it? Yeah. So, Axis player, 1 in each. Well, I think that's an obvious attack on that tank there. Straight away. In the middle. Do I want to bring that infantry forward? All those tanks, do I want to get them in the open? Or I can get another attack from this guy here. Which might be worth doing. It'll be 2 dice on these. And then over here, the tanks can attack for 3 dice on these guys. Tanks, infantry, infantry. So we'll do this one first. 3 dice on this dead duck. And it's a miss. He lives. Yes. So 2 dice onto here from the infantry. And that's another hit, so they're getting whittled. And over here, the tanks onto this infantry, 3 dice at long range. And 2 hits. That is 2 American units now in danger of going. Whew. Okay, so 2 on the right. Yeah, I could move that tank and shoot with the other tanks. What else have I got? 2 in the middle. I got 2 2 in the middles. So I can make a move and then follow it up. Do you know, I think I'm going to do that. 2 in the middle. Because I'm looking at these guys here. If they move 1, they can still attack. If these guys move 1, they can still attack. So I've now got an attack line here, 3 to 1, effectively. So this guy is going. And that's going to open up this whole central thing for tanks to come through later, perhaps. So I've got 2 dice, 2 attacks of 1 dice each from these guys and these guys against here. So these ones against here first. because if they retreat to here, these guys still get a shot. So from the one in the middle, 1 die is a hit, not a retreat, and 1 die again from here to here, which is a miss. Okay, replacement card, 2 on the left. 2 in the middle, 2 on the left, 2 on the right. Not a kill. Right, Axis player, let's go for it. 1 in each, a very good card. 2 on the right. Ooh. 2 on the right immediately gives me the chance to take out that tank. Maybe some damage on that infantry at the back there. 1 in each, again, allows me to attack that tank. I can also try and do some damage here, maybe take this unit out. And on the left, well, look at that, the tanks can fire at this guy again. Maybe take him out. So I think I'm going to go with the 1 in each. I nominate this guy, and this guy. This one first. 3 dice on this tank. Will he survive? 6 dice. Yes! It's the second 3 miss. Excellent. Okay, this one is going to attack this one with 3 on it, and he gets 2 dice. Miss and miss. And over here, 3 dice on this chap in the open from the tanks. And look at that, 3 hits. So that will now be an Axis medal. Dun dun dun! Allied. Hang on, I've got firefight. They may not move and they may roll an additional die. 4 units. Well look, I've got those 3 there. Might well be able to take out that chap in the middle. And I've got those guys back there who could take a pot shot into the town with 1 additional die. That's what it says, I think. 4 units. May not be adjacent to an enemy. All of these aren't. May not move and rolls an extra die. Right, firefight it is. 4 infantry units. I nominate these 3 and those at the back there. So let's start with here. Now all of these would be 1 die, but they're getting 2 dice. So we'll start from this end and work across. 2 dice into here. Miss. Oh, now all those two dice from those in the middle. 1 hit. And last of all, 2 dice from those on the right. And that's a fairly worn out grenade, but that still counts as a hit. That is an Allied medal. Oh, and that shot at the back, which I nearly forgot. 2 dice into the town. And double tanks, so that's a miss. Shame that. Replacement card. All on the left. All 2 of them. Shame. Axis player. Wow. 2 in each area or 1 in each area. No decision. 2 in each. 2 in each. Which I'm going to do again will be these and these. Oh, hang on. Yeah, these and these, I think. I was thinking about getting these, but it's only going to be 1 die. Here I get 3 dice, and here I get 2. So, him and him. In the middle, well, I'm not moving those guys, so it'll be those 2 at the back. And on the left, well, there's only 2, so it'll be those 2 over there. So, starting over here. 3 dice on the tank from these infantry. Will they survive? They're 9 dice. No, there's the kill. It was going to happen. But that's now 2 medals for Axis. I could be onto a loser here. So that's 1, and I nominated these guys. So that's 2 dice on that infantry at the back. And I got a retreat. Oh, well, that's not too bad. They can move into the hedgerow. The other alternative was to move here, and that just puts them in the open with 3 lots shooting at them. Here there's 3 lots shooting, but they've got cover, so that seems to be better. 2 in the middle. I think I'm just going to take that infantry in here and protect this Allied medal. And the second one is to move these guys, 1, 2, 3. Because now they can come around here, maybe get these guys in the open later on. Oh, I hate these 4 tanks. They don't fit in the hex properly. Look at that, double-decker tanks. How about that? Oh, stand up. Right. So, no attacks there, but I've got 2 on the left here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. The tanks can no longer reach these guys. So, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to advance these by 1. Which means they can hit either of these now for 3 dice. I'm going to definitely leave the infantry in cover. It's working so far. But if I aim at this guy, he's got no retreat. So that could mean more kills. If I hit this guy, he just dives into the woods. So this guy for 3 dice from the tank. Oh. And 1 hit. Is that it? Okay. Alright, not a great turn, but better than nothing. So, ally player. 2 on the right, 2 on the left, 2 in the middle, or all on the left, which is the same as 2 on the left. Close assault, all infantry in close assault. I don't actually have anything in close assault now. So, 2 on the left. Well, I've got 2 on the left here. What could they do? They could advance and try and take on the tanks. 2 in the middle. 2 in the middle. Well, I can get these guys into cover, which gives them this attack here. Also some protection from the tanks. These guys, I need to move forward to get towards the middles, really. Or do I? Or I can move these guys forward, ready to go in here. It doesn't really achieve a lot at the moment. Though, thinking about it, Axis player could come over here and take an attack through here, so maybe I do need to put them here. So these tanks, this would be a bad idea for the Axis tanks. Okay, or if I play 2 on the right, there you see, I could move the infantry up to here, which gives them on the, leave them there, move them to here, which means I can use middle or right cards to fire with these guys. And I could move the tanks to here, which does the same for them, plus they've still got this long shot. That's what I'm doing. Oh, I should say 2 on the right. Because I think that gives me a better position here. Now these can only be attacked by this people with 1 die. They attack back with 1 die, but I've also got these guys here to attack them. So I think that's a better position, and attack I will. So 1 die from the infantry into here. And that's a hit. And 1 die from the tanks at long range, which is a miss. So I think that was a better move. Replacement card. 3 on the left. Yeah, it's becoming a on the left kind of a mode down here. Look at that. I'm going to have big movement on the left, I think. I need to start using those cards up and clear my hand. Axis player. 2 cards. All in the middle. All on the right. Well, on the right we got 3. And we can use them. That means I could get 3 attacks on these people, or I could spread it around and take a shot at these, or even at the tanks. I wonder if it would be worth moving that infantry out of the town. No, it won't. Might be a tactical thing and let me attack these guys here, but then if these tanks rumble through and get up to the back there, I can't attack the town at that point. All in the middle, which would give me 3 units with which I've got nothing to attack at the moment. So the only manoeuvre would be the tanks. Yeah, so I could manoeuvre them to get a long shot, which isn't really worth the effort, but I think 3 shots from those at the back there is going to be the way to go. Yep, so I'm playing the all on the right, and it will be this guy, and this guy, but which one first? If this guy is forced to retreat, he retreats here or here, which is better. So I want to try and force a retreat rather than a kill. So 3, 2, 1 die from the here across to here. That's, from the Axis point of view, I want to retreat more than anything else. Hang on, let's check hedgerows. Hedgerows. No, there's no protection against retreats. So here we go. And it's a retreat. It's an Axis dream. Now, as the Allied player, I retreat this way, because retreating here means they both get 3 dice on me, but here it's 3 and then 2. So unable to retreat, so it doesn't matter which attack I use now. So I'll use 2 dice from these guys first. No, hang on, I might save them. Oh, it doesn't matter. I was just thinking maybe attacking across here, but I think I'm probably going to use all my dice from here. So 3 dice from here to these guys in the open. They don't know where they're going or what they're doing. And it's retreat. That's all I get, but they cannot retreat, therefore they lose a man. And so these guys will attack them with 2 more dice. It won't be a kill, but it could cripple them. And it's 2 more hits, because that's another retreat, and they can't. So, ouch. Who'd be the Allied player? Me. Right. Ouch. Close assault. All infantry and armour adjacent to the enemy. Well, I've only got that one over there. So that's not a good card to play just yet. So something on the left. I've only got 2 units, so all these are the same, effectively. Or 2 in the middle. You know what, that 2 in the middle is attractive again, because it means I could possibly get a medal here. Could get my first medal. Aye, aye, aye. At the same time, I need to clear some of these left cards, do something useful, because these guys are still trapped and the tanks are going to retreat these guys to death, if nothing else. So let's take the least powerful one. 2 on the left. Step 1, move into the woods for protection. Means they can't attack. Step 2, might as well move up and attack these guys for 2 dice. And a retreat, which pushes them back into the hedgerows. Hang on. Just wondered if there was something special about retreating into them, but there doesn't appear to be. So they retreat back into the hedgerows. And I get a replacement card, which is all on the right. Anything not left was probably useful at the moment. Axis. All in the middle. Or 4 army units. Well, I've got 2 army units. Interesting thing here is they get 1 additional die. So all in the middle means I can use these guys, which do nothing. These guys do nothing. So it would be just the tanks. Or if I use armour assault, I could nominate this unit to use 1 additional die, which means they would hit them for 4 dice. And if I move these guys over here, they can attack down here for 4 dice and move them off that red line. Alternatively, I could move them over here and attack down here for 4 dice. But to be honest, that might not be the best thing, because that's just going to let these tanks come through. But he could move them I could move them. I think it's better to not aid the Americans by trying to clear that one out of the middle. So Axis tanks over here. So yeah, I'm playing the armour assault, which means I get the extra die. And I'm not moving these guys, but they are nominated. So armour assault, 1 additional die, meaning attack down this alley here, 4 dice on these chaps in the open. And that is 3 hits and a miss. Wow. And over here, 4 dice, sorry, on 3 men. So this could be another Axis medal. And 3 is enough. That is the 3rd Axis medal. Ouch. Poop. There we go. All on the right. Now, I'm kind of leaning towards that without looking at anything else, because this guy with 1 figure there in the open could be attacked by tanks again, and that guy, 1 figure. I can save those, or at least make them less of a target. It's a defensive turn though, it means I'm not attacking. But if yeah, it is all on the right, which means I can bring these guys up and these. Yeah, I'm going to do that. All on the right. Step 1, move this guy out the way. Step 2, move this guy further out of the way so he can't be attacked. Step 3, move these guys up to the wood so they can start trading fire. And now I can bring these guys up. Ooh, 1, 2, 3. If I put them there, I get an attack on the tanks, but they're stronger tanks than these. If I put them there, they could attack the woods. The woods are going to get 2 dice on them. 1, 2, 3. I could bring him here. And that puts him further from them, and he still has a line of attack here. So there we go, that's what we're doing. 1, 2, 3. So the only attack I've got is these tanks versus these tanks, 3 dice. Wait. And 1 hit. 1 hit. That's something. Whittled them down. It's even Stevens over there now. 2 on the right. Axis player. 3 on the right. Or he's got no artillery, so that counts as 1 unit of my choice. So 3 on the right, and I have 3 on the right, or 1 of my choice. Now what would I choose? I don't think there is one I would choose. So 3 on the right. These guys are going to attack over here. 3, 2. Oh, he gets 1 die on there. I'll do this one first. So it's these guys. These aren't moving. 3, 2. 1 die on this unit here, which is a retreat. So I'll force them there. Puts them in a line of sight. No, retreat over there. There we go. And that leaves these guys who can't shoot at them now, so they're going to fire 1 die over at the tanks. Who can't retreat, I just noticed. I've done it again. I've put tanks with no retreat. Idiot. Alright, so that was a poor Axis turn. Right. My 1 unit on the left, for which I have 2 cards. 2 in the middle. Yeah, you see I've got quite a lot in the middle. 2 on the right. Well, I've got 2 on the right. Oh, hang on. I can go straight for a medal on that town. Two on the right, because I can get a medal. And it protects him from being hit a little bit better. So that's one medal, and these guys will just move up into the woods. I mean, it does put him in a position where he can be shot at, but hopefully it won't matter too much. Replacement card. 4 units of my choice, excellent. Axis. 2 on the right, or counterattack, which is 2 on the right. Okay, big choice. 2 on the right now. Okay, I nominate this unit and this unit. This unit will attack the tanks because they can't retreat. Stupid. Shouldn't have put them there. 1 die on the tanks. And it's a miss. And it'll be 1 die from here into that town, which could be a kill. No, it's a miss. Lucky for me. Right, allied. 4 units of my choice is a good card. Yep, and what I'm going to do here is 4 units of my choice straight away. And I'm going to sort out this middle section a bit. I'm going to bring these guys into here, bring these guys up to here. That's 2, 3. I'm going to leave the tanks where they are. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, hang on, no, I could leave those guys there, which allows everybody to retreat and pull this guy back, so he can't be shot. That's better. So I've only moved 1, 2, 3, and 4, which actually allows my tanks to fire against these tanks for 3 dice. And 1 hit and a retreat. So remove that and a retreat into the woods. Okay, replacement card for the allies. Air power. There's 2 adjacent units there and 2 there, if I wanted to use that air power card. Right, Axis. Move out. 2 in the middle, or 4 infantry units anywhere on the board. Well, I've got 2 over there that can attack, and I've got 1 here that can attack. I've got 3 over there. 3, 4. This guy can attack. They can attack. And they can attack here. Yep, so 4 infantry units. And the first one will attack 1 die on this guy. And it's a hit. No, that wasn't much of a roll. Try a better roll this time. From this unit. So this one across here now. Which again, 1 die. There's a better roll. And it's another hit. And this guy across to him at the back there. That's 1 die. And that's a hit. Oh crap. 1 medal away from an Axis win. 1 stinking medal. Air power. Okay, so I'd get to roll 2 battle dice against units that are stuck together. Well, I can attack these 2 here. 2 dice against either of them won't do a lot. 2 dice against them could be pretty brutal actually. Could get a kill here, could get a serious wounding here. My other cards, 3 on the left, 1 unit on the left in actual fact. All on the left now, 2 in the middle. What would I do with 2 in the middle? I'd have a little battle over here. And that's about it really. Maybe bring up a tank for some use later on. But I wouldn't get an attack in. I think I'm going for the air power, which can attack up to a group of 4, but the largest group I've got is 2, and it'll be on these guys. So I'll start here and then do here. 2 dice on these chaps. And a retreat. they retreat there, the tanks will get them, so I'm going to retreat them this way. 2 dice on them. And 1 hit. So they're both wounded now, but not a kill. Replacement card. Oh. More on the left, where I have 1 unit that I don't really want to move. Poop. No, double poop. Axis. Is it for the win? Okay, 3 in the middle or infantry assault. Issue an order to all infantry units in one section. They can move 2 and battle. So I have 3 infantry. Oh, hang on, I just realised that medal. That goes back over there because I'm no longer in there, so it's now 4 to 1. Right, so if I chose infantry on the left, I can move those 2 guys back into the hedgerows, attack with the other one in the hedgerows, do nothing with those in the town. I suppose I could advance to the hedgerow, which might be worth doing actually, because I'm now only 1 medal away from winning and the Allied forces are miles away. All the infantry in the middle, well there's those 2 at the back. I can't really do much with them, or on the left I've got, well, 2 that count as being on the left. Yeah, I'm going to use the infantry assault. They can move up to 3 hexes. 2 in battle or 3 hexes. So I'm going to leave these guys here. I'm going to move these back into the hedgerow. I'm going to advance these guys into this hedgerow. Now these can't attack because they've jumped into hedgerows, but this one can. It gets 1 die on this infantry here. And it's a miss. Pooh. Well, I mean, hooray, because I'm playing Allied. Right. Left, left, left. Boring. 2 in the middle. Or close assault. Well, forget close assault. I've got 4 useless cards here. 2 in the middle. I'll tell you what, I'm going to try, it's late in the game, but I'm going to try and get these tanks out. So I'm going to nominate this unit moving into here, and I'm going to move these guys back. And the reason they go back is that puts them at maximum infantry range. So these are now exchanging 1 die each, as it were. Plus these are up here to help protect against the tanks coming out again. Sorry, this, against these tanks coming out around here. They went into a hedgerow, so they can't do anything. Should get rid of that 2 in the middle card as well. And these will fire 1 die into the hedgerow, which is a hit. But not a kill. Not a kill. 2 in the middle. Same again. Right, Axis forces. Oop, keep knocking those cards. So 3 on the left or 1 on the left. Well, I have 3 on the left. Okay, so 3 on the left. Hang on. Or I could do 1 on the left and get an extra card to choose from next turn. No, if I do 3 on the left, I get to attack more this turn. So I'm doing the 3 on the left. Better to attack than not. And the first thing I do is I'm moving these forward 1 space so they can attack these guys. And these guys who will attack. They're not moving. So that gets 1 die on these chaps in the woods. Miss. And they get 1 die on these guys in the hedgerow. And a retreat. Force them back into the wood. I don't want them in the open. Okay, Allied player. 2 in the middle again. I'm going to try and push forward a bit. I'm going to move these guys forward and nominate these. No, I'm not. They can't attack because they moved into a hedgerow, but what I can do is perhaps try and bring these tanks round and get another die on here. So, means I won't get an attack this turn, but I'm setting up for an attack. That was 2 in the middle. Axis player. Armour assault, all infantry, all armour. Close assault with an additional die. Well, I could move up and close assault. Problem is, tanks into woods are at -2, so it'd be only 2 dice. Hardly worth it. And if I brought them forwards, it's the same here. So I don't think that's any good. Or 4 units of my choice. Well, there you go. I don't know why I even looked at that armour assault. 4 Axis units of my choice. I only need 1 more medal. I should push for it. I'm going to nominate 1, nominate 2. They're going to try and take this unit out. I was thinking of moving these. Hang on. I was thinking of moving them there because then I can get an attack on these guys for 3 dice. But it does mean he's in the open. But I've got plenty of medals as the Axis player. I've got plenty of medals to play with. I'm going to try it. I'm literally going to go for it. Here we go. So 1, 2, 3. And I'll take another pot shot from here across here. 4. So, first of all, the long... doesn't make much of a difference which one I use, because the retreat's going to go here out of sight anyway. So from here to here, 1 die. Miss. From here to here, 2 dice. 1 hit. Nearly getting there. From these tanks to here, which is 3 dice. And a retreat. Why? I'm rooting for the Axis now. And over here, 1 die into the woods. Miss. Right, replacement card for the Allies, which I didn't do before. So, infantry assault for the Allies. Or close assault. 2 and battle. I have to say, as the Allied player, I'm really quite desperate now. Oh right, so I should say infantry assault, all infantry in 1 section. Right, middle section. Let's see, 2 hexes and battle, no extra dice. So I'm nominating the middle section, and I'm bringing these guys up. And these guys. So dam, dam, and dam. Or they can move 3 and not battle, I'm sure it says. Actually, I think I'll leave that. Okay, these guys could attack there. But these, if I attack... No, they can attack there just the same. So, these guys will attack the tanks. That's 3 dice. Damn it, got a retreat. These guys can now attack the tanks from 3 dice. 2 hits. That's a kill. So, Allied desperateness paid off. Got a second tank. Right, let's close it. Oh, useless card, dig in. Axis forces. Come on, Axis. No, stop rooting for the Axis. Right, 1 or 2 in the middle. Well, I guess it'll be... What can I do with 2 in the middle? Not a lot, to be honest. I'm going to do the 1 in the middle, which means I need to try and remember to draw 3 cards next turn. I'm throwing dice on the floor. Right, and it'll be 2 dice on these guys from here. 2 dice onto them. 1. Another hit. So, all these left-hand cards. Close assault, no good. Dig in, not really worth the effort. Or one on the left. Well, I'm going to do the 2 on the left thing. I've only got 1, but he can take a 3, 2, 1 die on the tank. And it's a miss. Should have hit the infantry, I guess. Yeah. Replacement card. On the left again. Axis forces for the win. And they get 3 cards to choose from. Ooh, look at that. Oh, look at that. The best 3 cards in the deck. Any 4 infantry, or 2 on each flank, or 3 in the middle. Well, you see, I like that 2 on the flank business there. I got 2 on the flank there. 4 infantry of my choice. I think I'm going to go with that one, actually, the 4 infantry of my choice, because I'm going to choose this, and this, which can attack the tanks. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Oh no, hang on. Yeah, it's any 4. I thought maybe for a second it had to be in one area, but it's not. It's any 4. So I'm going to advance these guys up. Because they can now attack even if the American unit retreats. So 2 dice into the woods. It's 1 hit. 2 dice into the woods. And that's it. Game over. Wow. The American breakout from all the hedgerows in Normandy has failed. As you can see, the Allied right flank has collapsed completely, disappeared. The main strength is still in the centre here, and relatively untouched, undamaged is what I'm trying to say. And of course the left flank has fairly much dissolved as well, so the push through the middle, okay-ish. Alright, that's an Axis win. See you next time.